Hey there, cartomancers. April here on Tarot and Witchery, and this is another installment of my Favorite Decks series. This is where I go through and I share with you a deck or decks that I'm in love with, and I talk about how I use it and hope that you'll be inspired. So let's jump into the deck that I've chosen to share with you this week. Psych! Before I do, I want to encourage you to sign up for my newsletter down below in the description box. All right, let's go to it. Today's lovely favorite deck is the Deep Place Oracle by Ray Serafina Barker, and you will find that there are links in the description box down below. You know, I think I got this as a Kickstarter, but it is available. So you can see all the like little freebie cool things. There's my little dear April, and it's handwritten, not like something she printed, just like really cool. The Deep Place Oracle deck and guidebook. I love the backs of these. Aren't these just beautiful? They're so pretty. I really love them. Realized I needed a little bit more room here. So gilded edges. I love the gilding on it. Doesn't hurt my hands. And I'm going to just show you some of the cards while I talk about it. You'll see that there are different colors at the bottom, and that has to do with the different types of cards that are in here. I really like these images. This is a super fun one right here, the mountaintop. I love these images. For some reason, they just speak to me. I know that this is a collage deck, and it's you know, computer done with, you know, some kind of software, but you know, Sanctum, I find that I can travel into the cards. It's a lot for me to look at that plays on my mind, because even though this says Sanctum, look, there's like water lapping up to this, and there's so much that's going on that's floating. The moon is floating in there, birds, there's fire, there's candles, there's, you know, there's just so much going on in each one of the cards that I find there's a lot for me to go on. And I like the keywords: aliveness, this sense of balance that comes from it, storm, stillness, lineage, first light, vastness. Yeah, I find that the imagery just really works for me. I like pulling this out. Now this is the Deep Place Oracle, and I do have to say that when you break out the book, it gets really deep. Now look, there's women, there's men, there's couples, there's body diversity in here. There's not a lot of people in here. I would say it's, well, no sooner do I get out here than construction starts. What I was saying is that I think probably 2/3 of the deck is without people. It's place oriented, or it has animals, but the whole thing is about the idea of place. And that's fascinating to me. It also helps my mind get out of the way about it being situational and rather place, genus loci focused. A lot of times the questions that we're asking are situational, and allowing yourself to see yourself in a different place can help you to feel the energy of that place and explore that. And therefore it takes you out of the situation and lets you move into a feeling, which is more exploratory, and to me can just get my mind out of the way in the ways that I've hemmed myself in when I'm thinking about something. And honestly, I use this deck when I am going deep. I don't use this like, oh, just willy-nilly. I can't imagine using this just for a card a day thing. It's just more intense. It does go very deep. It is the Deep Place Oracle, and it is intended to really allow you to do the deeper work by entering into these places and exploring yourself through them. Let's see if I can manage to keep recording without more of the construction going on. So yeah, so this deck is divided into 3 types of cards: above, below, and liminal. And so these different colors denote the different types of places that are on there. So I want to just read you a little bit from the book here. It does come with this book. The above speaks to the daylight world, to what's visible and clear, to what we can see, know, and experience in full light and color. The below refers to the underworld, to the unseen, subconscious, the shadows, the mysterious, to all that is alive below the surface. The liminal refers to both and the neither nor and the spaces between. So I talked about this in Loves Me, Loves Me Not, but it is not nice that it is not numbered. And the reason being is you get to the front here and you have to just look for it. And honestly, like there's grayish ones and there's darkish ones and then there's lightish ones. So you have to find it every single time in the front and then go to it. That's something that I don't like about it. I loves me not about this for sure. So, you know, it's not a killer, but it's bothersome. What makes this so deep is that she talks about the card itself and the meaning of it. And the meanings are really profound. They're really beautiful. She's actually a life coach. So they're really beautiful. It talks about the themes that are in the cards. So these are kind of the key words. Then she's got questions that you can ask yourself. She's got affirmations. And I love the affirmations. I'm an affirmation person. I know that some of you aren't. And then she has practices. So like sanctuary here, she has create a space of sanctuary for yourself today. What makes you feel safe and connected? What feels sacred to you? Let it be anything. Let it be anything. Be creative and think simple. Take a few moments to journal about your holy purpose. What container would nurture and support this purpose? So they're very thought-provoking. I'm going to go ahead and read Sanctuary to you, just so you can get a taste for her writing. Sanctuary is a space dedicated to some holy purpose, a place that holds and supports our sacred missions on this planet. The art we make, the love we give, the dreams we actualize. It's a space of refuge, beauty, and aliveness that welcomes messy wildness just as it invites gentle unfolding. The beautiful thing about Sanctuary is that we can create it anywhere with the simple intentions, practices, and hopes we bring. How might you step into this sacred space today? Yeah, I've talked about this deck. I've mentioned it. I feel that it's really powerful. I love the keywords. They really work for me. Threshold, deep time, the moon. It's almost like it's monochromatic, but it's not. It's just very soft in its presentation. It's very dreamy. It really allows me to move through the cards in a way that feels very freeing. And this is why this is one of my favorite, oh my gosh, definitely in my favorite decks collection. Again, you can find a link to this down below. Let me know what you think of this deck. And if you have anything else that's like it, I'm always curious about that. Give me a thumbs up and yeah, give me a crow down below emoji if you can, to let me know that you made it to the end. And until we meet again, may you find the deck that makes it to your favorites.